It's my pleasure to introduce to you Kim Broniman, who's going to tell us all about healing with color and sound.
Color. Just color.
And sound. Kim is a certified transformational life coach. She's completed coursework in aromatherapy, guided imagery, energy healing, addiction counseling, and creative writing. She also has a passion for working with color and crystals and sound. She's learning this whole sound thing right now as we go along.
Okay. Is there an echo? What?
You're good.
It's okay? All right. So, color is magical. And if you don't agree, you might not remember black and white TV, but I can. And I was very happy when we got colorized TV. One of the activities I really enjoyed as a child was coloring and coloring books. And choosing which colors was a magical experience. I liked determining which colors would look nice together on the page. And I was always excited to show my work to my parents, who said it was beautiful. I also remember that one of the first questions I learned to ask a new friend was, what is your favorite color? And it gave us a sense of knowing something personal about that individual. Actually, mine has not stayed the same through the years. It tends to change with the stage I'm at, or what I'm going through, or how I'm feeling. So, yeah, I don't know if other people's stays the same throughout their whole life or not. Recently, I've become very passionate about working with color for healing, and it can help you to heal emotionally, mentally, and physically. For instance, I imagine many of you are familiar with the 7 major chakras or energy centers. I'll just go through them really quickly and simply, but this is a real kind of watered down version because there's so much more. But there's a color that corresponds with each energy center. So the root chakra at the base of the spine is red and relates to our sense of security. The sacral chakra is orange and relates to our sexuality, creativity, and vitality. The solar plexus is yellow, and it's about personal power. The heart chakra is green, deals with issues of love and relationships. The throat chakra is blue and relates to communication and speaking your truth. The third eye chakra is indigo, where intuition and psychic abilities are focused. And finally, the crown chakra is violet. Some people think of it as white. And that's where we connect to spirit, God, or the universe. There are other chakras below the root and above the crown, but for our purposes today, I'll just deal with these 7. So one way of healing ourselves with color is to determine which chakra we need to work on or strengthen. And then just bring that color into your life more. I've really been having fun thinking of all the ways that I can do this. And 7 of them I've come up with are with different colors of crystals. You can wear, if it's crystal jewelry, a certain color of crystal, or hold a color of crystal. And then candles. Using a specific color that goes with the chakra you want to work on. you could light it, and as you're lighting it, or right beforehand, say an intention, what it is you're trying to do by lighting this candle. And my mouth is extremely dry, and I have to take a drink. Excuse me. Okay. There's also home decor, bringing in a color, or painting a wall a certain color. Jewelry, I kind of mentioned that with crystals, but there's other jewelry that's different colors that isn't necessarily crystals. Clothing, foods like different colors of fruits and vegetables, and then flowers and plants of various colors. I've recently experienced the magic of adding more orange to my life. I chose this color of the second chakra, or sacral, in order to increase my creativity and vitality. I tend to have low energy, and I was hoping that this would help. And I was doing some writing and kind of had writer's block and wanted to increase my creativity. And actually it has worked. I'll tell you some of the things that I've done. I wore a carnelian crystal necklace, and then I would hold on to raw pieces of orange calcite. I bought orange candles and an orange item of clothing. I even splurged on orange candy that my grandmother used to keep in her candy dish when we visited. Not everyone would probably agree with that purchase, but it did bring me joy. It reminded me not just of the orange color, but of being with my grandmother and being excited to look what was in the candy dish when we visited it. So, yeah, I did find that it increased my energy, and my creativity did kind of spark. I got definitely more inspired. In fact, it worked almost too well, because a couple of nights I would just have one idea after another, and as soon as I'd write down one, I'd think of another one, and it went on for a couple of hours, and finally I had to just tell Spirit I needed a break. Thank you. I'm really glad that I'm having inspiring thoughts now, but I need to rest. And then I went back to it the next day, but it was really surprising, because I've never had thoughts come that quickly, unless I was anxious and, when you have racing thoughts. But to actually have creative ideas, that was something I'd never experienced. Okay, another way of healing ourselves with color is to ask our bodies what color it needs. And also what I like to do is put my hands over my heart chakra and ask inside what my heart and soul needs. And that actually helps you really connect in with your inner being. And it's not just the green that you'll get. It's you can get whatever. I don't know what's causing that. Whatever chakra you need to strengthen. I've also sometimes wanted to bring in peace, and the color pale blue is very peaceful to me. So you can, if you wanted to try something like this, you could visualize being in a bubble of pale blue light, or being covered with a pale blue blanket, or you could physically get a pale blue blanket. and cover yourself up with it. I often realize that I'm going to back up a little bit and see if that helps. Okay. I often realize that I need more self-love. And I associate pink with self-love. And so I'll often hold a rose quartz crystal heart and light a pink candle. Sometimes by myself pink carnations or whatever color, whatever flower you want. And then, of course, there's tons of information on the internet. So if you wanted to find out what other people think, sometimes it's helpful to Google a certain color, look up the symbolic meaning of a color you're interested in learning about. However, there's several books about what different colors mean, and some people are specifically trained as color therapists. So I've watched YouTube videos of a couple of them, and it's very interesting. Some of them will create aura sprays, and it'll be a certain color. They'll put crystals in it too, but it's definitely more advanced than picking yellow because I want to have personal power. But very interesting. However, I encourage people to think about what a certain color means to you. I was coaching a girl one time, and a lot of people I know, well, a couple, but often yellow is thought of as cheerful. But she had a traumatic experience associated with that color. So of course, that would be negative for her to work with yellow. That's just something to be aware of it. You may, have either positive or negative associations with a certain color. But you can think of what color would be particularly energizing to you. Maybe it's not orange. Maybe it's something else. Or what would be comforting or empowering. This is a personal story about water break. Assumptions about what different colors of auras mean, or the energy fields around our bodies. So back in 2002, I was coming out of a Reiki 2 class, and I felt amazing. I felt loving and powerful and connected with everything and everyone. So I floated blissfully into my favorite New Age bookstore and found a lady that was taking aura photographs. Oh, thank you. And she took mine, and then she gave me the picture. She printed it out, gave me the picture, and gave me a handout of what a red aura means. And the first thing I saw was anger. And I was so confused. I thought, I feel great. Why is my aura saying anger? And she seemed unsettled too. And then she said, well, you can change your aura color by visualizing silver and white light. So I did that. She took the aura photograph again, and it had changed to pink. And that was like, whew, I'm okay. I'm a loving person now. But it was just, but then later I examined the handout more closely. And there was a color called ruby red. And ruby red had the meaning devotion and service listed. So I thought that was more acceptable, and I claimed that my aura was ruby red. I can't see auras, so I have no idea what my aura is right now, but I have claimed the color red. Do I have time to read a poem?
Read fast.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So I found online, I don't even know what the, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I was like, I have this, what's that? Okay, so on a website, OurStoryBookstore.com, there was a poem called by T. Williams entitled The Feminine Aura in Color. She wrote red, the most powerful colors found in an aura energy. Those with a red aura are passionate and strong. Red represents blood and life force. It's a vibration with the ability to attract or repel. I am a woman. Red is me. I am red. Everything I need is inside me. I am grounded in who I am and why I am here. I lovingly speak my truth. I am fueled by love and express love to others. I am connected to my intuition and I trust it. I seek to coexist with divine masculine energy. My radiant presence is healing to those around me. I am a woman. Red is me. I am red. I am the vessel of light, love, and all things feminine. So I really love that interpretation of the color red. And my dream is to someday speak on a stage wearing a red dress and red shoes. Thank you.